Hello everyone. It is Michelle, your Club Couture independent designer. I want to show you some new pudgies I have for this transfer here. So join me. Let's have some fun. Welcome to my live. I am so excited that you're able to join me. We're going to have so much fun. Say hi as you come in so I know that you're here. If you are new and are not currently working with a designer, please just comment the word newbie and I will make sure to send you some Club Couture information. If you're watching the replay, hi. So what is Club Couture? We are a fun, high-end DIY home decor company used to make different gifts and decorations from your home on a budget. So Club Couture has so many fun products. We have our Chalkology chalk paste, which is great for chalkboards where you can design and repeat as much as you like. We also have Couture ink, so you can make permanent on fabrics or glass or ceramics. We have hundreds of reusable silkscreen transfers, lots of fun tools, and a full assortment of different surfaces for all of your projects. You want to make sure you join my Chalkaholic VIP group. This is where there's so much more fun and there's specials. You can also sign up for a workshop. I love to hold workshops and share my love of Club Couture. We also have Club Couture. This is a fun mail subscription where you get an exclusive transfer and chalk paste sent to your home every month for the low price of $19.99. You can also host your own private party, get your friends and family together and make your own projects. You can also become a designer and start your own empire. There's so many different ways with Club Couture to make money. If you are excited about any of these things, please just send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So don't forget, in my Chalkaholic VIP group, if you post a picture of your finished project, you will be entered in a drawing for a free transfer every month. How exciting is that? So without further ado, let's go on and let's chalk this project. Thank you so much for helping me, and let's chalk. Hello everyone. It is time to talk about our next pudgy set. So this goes along with Happy Thanksgiving. I was going to do it as a bundle earlier, and as usual, time got away from me. So instead, I'm going to offer it as a pudgy set so you guys can make this. This is perfect to decorate for Thanksgiving. This is one of our A sizes. Hi, Vicki. This is one of our A sizes that says Happy Thanksgiving. I think it is so cute, and Thanksgiving comes once a year. So it's always nice to have a little touch of that. And hi, Tammy. And I thought, you know what, let's play with this one, especially if you are, well, tell me in the comments here, do you cook or do you, are you a hostess? What do you do? Because this would also be perfect as a fun little gift for your hostess because they've slaved in the kitchen for you and you're just going to show up. Hopefully you're at least bringing a bottle of wine, but this would be super cute to either decorate or make something with. And what this pudgy set's going to come with, it's going to come with a surface, okay? It's also going to come with these pudgy pieces. So I have the word Thanksgiving, we have the word happy, and then all of, this goes with the stand, we have all of these fun little pieces here. We have an acorn, leaves. I'm just going to kind of figure out where I think these will go. This one, Are you this one? No. Oh, you're that one. This one here. We have a couple different leaves. So we have a leaf down here. We have this little split guy here. We have a leaf up here. This is so stinking cute. This one here is actually that one up here. All of these little leaves, you don't belong there. You're here. This leaf is up here. This cute thing goes right here. We're going to make all of this fit. And then we have another acorn over here. This guy goes here. And this guy goes up here. So you get My daughter-in-law hosts, I make multiple pies. Yes. Ooh, what layers are in your salad? So we have all of these pieces. What else you could get is I have a bunch of different fall colors, but look at this. Let me make sure I have the right side. So this is going to be a little border that'll fit after we have all of these pieces on around, okay? It looks like I'm hosting this year. My brother is supposed to be coming from Texas, which I'm super excited about. So is my son, Ezra. And then we'll have like the in-laws and my mom and all of that over. So these are all the pieces. And then I'll show you, I even made this cute little easel. And look at this. So it has this set that pushes in. And then this set that goes in the back. And look, it stands. Can you guys see that this way? So that it looks like a little standing. How cute is that? It'll be better when I take a picture. But this is just a fun little easel. You could either paint or you can leave in solid. I may even try to cut it with this material here so that it kind of matches there. It's just, oh, that'd be perfect because this is double-sided. Yeah, so I'll probably will do my stand in that. But first thing first, I'm going to keep this here to see what color. We need to figure out how we're going to design this fun set. And it would be fun to make one or give away or anything like that. Let's pick some fun. I'm drawn to this saucy. Let's pick some fun colors. I'm definitely going to have to use Napa. Hopefully you guys all snagged a Napa. Napa is sold out. It was our color of the month. They did give us a hint for November. Hey, Julie, the November hint really made it seem like it's going to be icy and like an icy color. What else? I'm just going to grab, this has kind of like yellows and oranges. Makes me think of like our saffron. What color is that? Hey Pumpkin. I got a new Hey Pumpkin. And I have no idea what I did with that Hey Pumpkin. I haven't been able, I think I might have set it upstairs. Because I don't see any other Hey Pumpkins. But that's okay. We have a lot of other colors. I'm thinking about adding some greens. Look at this color palette, how it's starting. Lettuce, broccoli, cauliflower. Hey, Christy. Onion, green pepper, celery, carrot, chopped eggs, peas, mayo, and grated cheese. I need to see a picture of this, Tammy. That just sounds like a lot of goodness in one bowl. So please send me that. Maybe we'll even kind of bring in some brown or camel. Maybe. And I'm going to take out some of these color trays. Let's see. This is Dune. Did I pull out a Dune? I'm trying to pick out what. I don't know. Part of me tells me to do the background in brown and then put all of these beautiful colors on top. So this is the Pudgy set. And I'm going to use my Club Couture mat here because I'm going to end up making a mess. And I do think like this and this, these pieces, I think I want to do darker. And then we'll do some of the colorful on top. I have an idea here. This is what I love about having Pudgy sets because you can do these any way you want. So I'm taking some of my bark and I'm just going to put it in one of my color trays here. Okay. If you need color trays, let me know. I do have some. I'm just spraying some water because I want to turn this chalk paste into something that I can paint with. I'm going to grab one of my Club Couture brushes. It needs to be fluffed out a little bit. And I'm just going to thin it down so that it is more of a workable wet paste. I might need to do a little bit more. And I'm going to do just the background and the happy and Thanksgiving in this. Okay. And if you have ideas of how you would decorate these Pudgies, shout it out. What are you doing, Christy? Are you hosting Thanksgiving or are you going to eat? What are you doing? And then I'm going to take this and look how easy it's going to be to brush this on. I may need to do more because this is a lot of wood. for this back piece. But if you want to use one of your box frames and you don't need this piece, you can just get the transfer pudgies. Also, this is the digital file that you could get from Club Couture, which means if you do have a cutter, like a Cricut or a Silhouette or a laser cutter, then you can use the files to make your own cutouts if you want to use chalk suede or chipboard or whatever you want to use. I use the laser cutter to make these pieces using the digital files that Club Couture has. But if you don't have a cutter and you would like me to cut you a set like this, just let me know. See how nice our chalk paste goes on this wood? My brother just got transferred closer to us. Ooh. Christy has an attractive brother too. Don't you tell him I said it. I'll say you lied. But yeah, Christy's brother's cute. I met him last year. Wasn't it this time last year I met your brother? He's a good looking man. All right. I might need to, oh shoot, water this down because it is a little thick on my brush here. There we go. If it's going on too thick, just add a little bit of water. You can always add more paste. You can always add some water, but you see how smooth it just glides on here. And a lot of this background is going to be hidden, so don't worry about having that perfect paint job if you are not getting that 100% perfect, but this is so easy to work with. And what I typically like to do, guys, is I'll take either one of my wet wipes or just take a napkin and wet it. And then I will like to, hey Vanessa, I want to just go around and get any excess. I'm a horrible painter, but I don't want the paint showing on all the sides. So I'm just going to, it's still very wet, but I'm just taking this, and you can do this with a board eraser or a wet paper towel or whatever you want. I actually did a good job there. And I'm just going to go like that. Okay, and see how it's kind of drying? It's kind of wet when it goes on, like a wet paint, but then it's going to dry like a beautiful matte. And it would be really neat if it was kind of aged looking, like an old piece of fall wood there. And I'm just going to help it along a little bit. Now, if you don't want to use your paste or you don't have a paste color, but you have acrylic paint, you could always do acrylic as well. And if you want a lot of coverage, you can. Oh, I kind of like the way this is drying. You can add a second coat. You can see that some of this soaked up more places than others, but I kind of like it. It looks a little weathered. But if you want it to all be the same, just make sure you're using the same consistency. Ooh, thanks for sprinkling. But look how cute this is. It almost looks like a piece of wood. Now I can add another layer if I want to even it all out. I kind of like this. I kind of like it because even our background here, it's not just monotone. All right, but then I also want to do the same. Let's see if we have enough in here to do these pudgies. A little bit goes a long way. And I'm gonna paint this pudgy. Some of these pudgies that are smaller, if you didn't want to use your chalk paste, if you just have some paint pens, they are really nice for that. And then after I do like the happy, again, I'll pick it up and I'll look on the sides. And if I get anywhere I don't want it, I'm just going to wipe it away with my little wet nap or my little wipe so that the edges still look nice. There's my happy. I'll just put it over there to dry. And let's see if we have enough to do our Thanksgiving here. And then we'll just go like this. Sometimes with these, I will put a second coat if I want it to be really bold. And the less water you add to your chalk tray or color tray, the more thick it's going to be. But anytime that I am going to chalk over something that I paint with a chalk paste, I want it to be thin, because if it's too thick, sometimes it's bumpy. And you know, you want your transfer to lay flat. And if it's super bumpy, it may not lay flat, and you could have some bleeding of your paste around where your transfer is. So a good rule of thumb is if you do have a lot of bumpies, then use your paste wax to even out those bumps, and so you don't have a lot of nooks and crannies if you do have paint that has caused that. Okay, so make sure you have some chalk paste for that. And then we have this here. This way, the Happy Thanksgiving, it is the same color as the background, but we are going to chalk on top of it. Oh, I just scratched it. Let me even that out. But if you wanted a more 3D effect, definitely do your pudgies a different color than your background, because this is just going to be on top of this to give it that extra. But if you want to give it contrast, do them in different colors. I'm not that adventurous. You guys know me better than that. There we go. I'm just going to go like that. Okay, and then we have all of these little goodnesses. But I'm gonna look at my transfer and see. Like this one's gonna be over here. This one's gonna be, this way I can tell colors, because I don't want them all to be the same color. But I do want to put them in a way. Which one are you? Which one are you? Are you that one here? Oh, you're that one there. So you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there, and you're there. So this way I kind of get a lay of the land. So this way I know that if I'm doing this one in Napa, and this one in Pesto, so I may want to pick one from the top right to be Napa, one from the top left, one from the bottom left, and then one from the bottom right. I'm just putting the pieces on there. So I know these are the ones I want to do in Napa. And then I do want a pretty green. Maybe we'll do the leaf in green, this in green, and this in green. And then in rust, I'll do this and this in rust, and then maybe in camel I'll do the acorns, and then in the saffron I'll do these two. Are they too unbalanced? I think I picked more of the Napa because I love Napa. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We'll do it in these. I'll just keep the bark over here. I'm gonna take a drink of water. What do you guys think so far? And I'll just grab a smaller brush for the rest. So for example, let's take our Napa, and I'm just gonna go like this. I am very partial to Napa, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. And then I'm just going to put some on here. It's probably too much. And again, I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Oh, I love this. I actually was looking at the trees because I had to drive somewhere this morning, and this color Napa was actually in the air today. Ooh, I love this so much. And I'm just going to go ahead and color this with my Napa. Now this transfer would be super pretty without using any pudgies at all, but I'm looking at the transfer and I was like, I can just think about doing a hot mess over all of it with all of these colors right onto a chalkboard or a board and base. Hi, Sandy, a newbie. Absolutely, yes. I think are you on YouTube? if you want to send me your email address, then I will definitely love to help you. I can send you an email, or you could come and I'm going to have to add it to my, when I go to edit this video, but it will also have my Facebook link and my VIP group link and all of that, Sandy. But absolutely. So you've never chalked before, Sandy? Look how beautiful those pieces are. And then what I'll do is, water and all, I'm just going to put that back in the jar. And then I'll put this tray to the side. And this is our Napa. I was gonna put a link on the screen for you, Sandy, but if you're on YouTube and not Facebook, you wouldn't see it right now anyway, so I'll have to message you. And then let's get some of our pesto. And I'm just gonna grab another little brush, and I only have 3 itty bitty pieces here, so we only need the tiniest bit. And like I said, if you really want a standout, you can definitely do multiple layers. But this one, I'm kind of, like, I put a lot of water in this pesto because I want it to be thin on these. I just love the way, this is actually, what do you call it? What do you call this? Draft board that I cut these out of. And I like draft board better than wood for our chalk paste. If it is something that I'm going to use stain for, then I like plywood, but look how it just takes the chalk paste so pretty on here. There we go. And then we'll do this one right here. And I can show you, you can do, once it dries, you can do another layer. Our chalk paste dries so quickly that you can do it any way you want. And I'll just leave this right here. Oop. And then this is our saffron. And you know what I'm gonna do for this is, because there's such even less pieces, I'm going to actually wet my brush, because there's such a small amount that I'm painting. And I'm just gonna dip my brush directly into the jar and go like this. Oh, this is so perfect. This matches, I think, the frame. This is our color saffron. And do you see how easy and quick it is to color these little pudgies? Just like this. Ta-da! This way I didn't even have to dirty a color tray. And the color trays are washable, so wash them. Don't throw it out. And then what I can do is take one of my wipes here and just wipe the paste off of the bristles, and I'll use it for the next one. Well, maybe not. I don't know if I got it off enough. We'll just put that right there. Next we have 2, and I use the color Rust. And I'm doing the same thing, is I'm just gonna take the brush and I'm going to wet my bristles. And then I'm just going to go like this. This one has a little bit of a laser mark on it, which sometimes looks really cool because it does give it some definition. Or you can paint it to cover it completely, which this does. There we go. I do mask the pudgies before I cut them for you, but sometimes that laser is just powerful. So maybe we'll give this one another coat to completely get rid of that. But it does give it a really nice look on there also. There's our Rust. What do you guys think? You guys are so quiet. Why don't you guys tell Sandy why you love Club Couture? Actually, I don't know if she can see your comments because she's on YouTube. All right, and then this is Camel, and it's my 2 little, this is my 2 little, let me get a little brush, acorns here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to wet the tip of my brush and get some of that and go right over. Like that. And then this one right here. So no time at all. We have all of our pudgies here, and you can see how the colors are changing. It's going from a darker color and it's drying to a lighter color. That's how you know that it's dry, because it's going to go from that wet paint color to like a matte. All right. And then I'm just going to get out my dry tool and just give it a little bit of help here. Okay, so we have our background, and I'm not going to change that. I'm going to keep that exactly how it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fuzz my reusable transfer. So Sandy, these are reusable stencils that we could use again and again. I am going to fuzz it. That just means that I'm softening the adhesive on the back here. I don't want it to be too sticky so that it takes off all of our paint job we just did. And I'm going to do the happy, I had that upside down, happy I'm going to put this right there. This has a leaf that's really close, so I'm going to use some of my placement tape. Somebody won placement tape today during my Halloween sale. They picked the number that was for a free placement tape. I forget who it was. But I use this to mask if I don't want to get something else on it. So I'll just mask some of those areas. Right there. And then I'm going to get my bright white, because I think that's going to make this really pop against that bark. And I'm going to take some of my bright white, and I'm going to do the words happy. Now you can make this more of a festive color, but if you guys know me, you already knew I was going to reach for bright white, didn't you? Like, that's not a surprise. But I do think it's going to make it, because the rest of this is so colorful. I just like this to be very noticeable. Like that. And then I'm just going to peel and get my little happy out. Oh, it's so cute. There's my happy. And then you can use the tape again, especially if you didn't get a lot of paste on it. I'm just going to peel it off in case I need it for another portion. And I'll put them like on the side here. And here. And here. And then let's get our Thanksgiving. Ooh, did I get it on the T? Maybe it's still wet enough that it'll go through. I'll put it right here. I'm going to use one of these pieces of tapes for that acorn. We'll just have to be careful around those parts, especially around the bottom of it, because there's a little leaf there. But, oh, I got white all into a leaf there. But then I can show you guys how to wash or transfer. And let's just go ahead and go here, and here. There. But yes, I have my house decorated in Halloween, but once that trick-or-treat light goes out, I'm already thinking about fall. So I have most of my things designed that I will switch out from my Halloween and put up my fall. You guys help me design my big one. It says grateful for the big things, little things, and everything in between. That is ready to go up on the mantle. And then just like that. And we'll peel and get this. I would love for someone to make one of these for me if they're coming. Look how perfect that is. Thanksgiving, and I'll put that over here to dry. Now I did get some of our bright white in some of those flowers because it was so close. So I'm going to show you what I do. I will take just some water. This is why I love this mat, because I can clean it right here. This is one of these little kits here, and one person did get a fun little kit like this in their Halloween bundle that they purchased because they drew the number that came with one of these. But this was an extra because only one person picked that number. And then look, I'm just going to use this and I'm going to wipe all that paste off of that transfer. And then I'll do the same thing on the back. Clean that out of the screen. This is a board eraser. They come in a pack of 2. One person got a 2-pack. One person got a Halloween like that. But these are priceless. I use it to clean my transfers. I use it to clean my surfaces. I use it to clean my son's sneakers. Truth be told. But if you know my son, he's very crazy about his sneakers. There we go. So now my transfer is clean. I am going to get one of our fuzzing cloths, and I'm going to use the microfiber side or the smooth side to dry it off. But look at this so far. Isn't that nice? I could leave it like that and be very happy. But let's play around with all of these little pudgies that comes with the digital file. Or comes from me if you just want the pudgy. So this is super sticky. I am going to fuzz it on here. Make sure it's dry. All right. So now we'll kind of look at what colors we used here. I'm going to pull back the saffron. Part of me wants to use the saffron on some of these Nappas. I just love that combination, but I'm going to pull back the colors that we have and we're going to kind of play around with these. So one of them is this leaf right here. So I will just put this guy on the leaf. Hopefully a little better than that, Michelle. It's so sticky. Hold on. Sticky, sticky. Is my head in your way? No. All right. You're like, we're not watching you anymore. We got bored of all your painting. I'm trying to find... This transfer is not as transparent as the others. And it is one of the new ones. That might just be because this color behind it's a little darker. There we go. I still want it a little more to the side. Am I going to have to break out a light box for you? Let me see. Oh, maybe I'll just do it up here to the light. No, you know what? I'm going to go back old school, I think. Should we do light box? I don't think any of mine are charged. You're definitely not charged. There we go. When in doubt, use a light box. There we go. See, now I can see exactly where it's going. I don't know if it's the transfer, my eyes, or what, but it was really hard for me to see. So for this one, I am going to use some of the saffron, and I'm just going to go right over that onto that pretty, pretty Napa. And then I'm going to peel it up. Oh, that was a good choice. If you guys remember the vases that I did on my dining room table, we're going to be doing matching towels coming up this week too. Isn't that cute? So there's one. That's a hard choice. If we stay there, that looks so good on there. Or we should do other colors for some of these. And then this one. Oh, that's such a hard decision. This one I feel like camel would go on there, which is the color we did those, let's try. Oh. Hopefully you guys don't get cut off for me because I just got a phone call coming in. We'll see how camel looks on here. The fun thing about these is if you don't like what color you do, you can always repaint them and start over. You could even sand them down if you want to. But let's see how camel looks on the Napa. Oh, yes. I love it. It looks so good. And this one was over in that section. Love it. This one, I think is down here. This is a tough choice because that saffron is so pretty. I'm going to use a piece of the tape on here. I'm going to use some of the pesto. What do you guys think so far? Isn't this a fun pudgy set? So Sandy, pudgies are something that I make that can coordinate with these reusable stencils. They're not necessary. It just elevates your project a little bit, but it is not something you have to have. Well, I wasn't sure about this, if it would be noticeable, but you can definitely see. Can you guys see because the light, the green on there? And this one's at the bottom. And we have one more that was in the Napa, and it is the leaf down here. And maybe we'll do the rust on there. I'm gonna use the rust. And we are gonna get that. So I'm just mixing and matching the colors on the pudgies. You probably thought I was gonna do all white. Is anybody here surprised that I'm using colors? Oh, that's so pretty. Rust looks really pretty on the Napa. Okay. Now we'll come to this one. this leaf here. And I think I'm going to stick with rust for that. And this is rust on top of, what did I just, I covered it up. I think it's pesto. Yeah, pesto. And this goes up here. This one is this one. So I'm still using these little pieces that we use to block things off so that I don't get it or I don't want it to go. And this one I'm going to use rust. Right here. Hey Christy, how you doing? I'm just playing with a new set of pudgies and we are making a happy Thanksgiving. Look how cute this is. A happy Thanksgiving. This one goes there. I'm gonna grab my little acorn. And that's so stinking cute, this little acorn. I don't know if that's the right acorn. There's two acorns on here. Let's try this one. Yeah, this one's better. Got our little acorn. I'm gonna do this one in the same color we painted the background in bark. I'm just gonna take my multi-tool and grab some bark and go right over this guy. Someone else got a multi-tool today. I must be using a lot of things that people got with their number picking in the VIP group. Look how cute that little acorn is. Just got off work driving home. Not typing and driving though. It looks super cute. There we go. And then we have this one here. And this leaf here is on rust. And I'm gonna reach for the saffron for this one. But wouldn't this look so pretty as a hot mess? I feel like we should do that also. Maybe I'll show you guys different ways to use this one transfer so you don't feel like you have to just do this project. This would make a really cute towel. This would make a cute, like say you want to send people home with leftovers, you can make little bags. You could even chalk this on paper bags so that way they have something cute to take their leftovers home with. You can make a t-shirt. Put that right there. And then we have another leaf right here. And I think I want to do Napa on this one. We just have a few more left. But this would make a really cute t-shirt, wouldn't it? It would make a really cute towel if you want to make a cute dish towel for your hostess. You could do that. Put that right there. Oh, we have another one of these guys. I really liked the bark on there, so maybe I'll do the same with the bark on this one. We have him over there. This guy here, My first plan was, ooh, Napa would look good on there, but it's right next to a Napa piece. And this is a pesto. I think I'm gonna do rust. Rust on that one though. What piece is this? Ooh, should we do pesto? This one. Pesto. Saffron. I'm gonna do Napa. I'm gonna do Napa. Even though it's next to a Napa piece, I don't think it's that big of a deal. We'll do some Napa. You guys are very quiet. I've been wanting to come and do a live. Ooh, that made a little bit of a smear, but that's okay. I think it's because I didn't, when I put the, that'll bother me. Hold on, I'm just gonna take my board eraser and I'm gonna wipe that off. It's fresh enough that I can. When I put the Napa back in the jar, it had a lot of water on top. I'm just gonna wipe away all of that and start over on that pudgy. Remember when I scraped it off the tray? I thought about it too, like, oh, I hope I remember to blend it in, and I did not. So it had water on the top. Hold on here. But that's okay. This is why it's so easy. Oh, my paper towels are over here. It's so easy to restart and redo. Oh. Okay. I'm watching and cutting paper. What are you making, Teresa? So now this one we could redo in any color, but I did like it in that pesto. I'm just going to let it dry because, well, actually, let's do it now when it's wet. Where's my brush that I used for the pesto? I'm just going to wet it. But yeah, if you add water back into a jar, make sure you mix it in or else you're going to have a bunch of water on top. But we can just do this over really quick in pesto and then it'll dry while we do the last few pieces. That's what I love about chalk. There's no crying in chalking. If you do something you don't like, change it. But that's also my motto in all of life, right? Dog treat holders for, ooh, I got 2 doggies. I'm just back down here setting up a little photo center so I can do a photo shoot with them in their costumes. Let's see, we have this. And this is, I'm gonna do I have I'm using like 1,000 squeegees for this. Make sure you have lots and lots of squeegees. Cut them in different shapes and sizes. What is this, Tip Tuesday? I feel like I'm throwing a lot out there. Oh, there we go. So we have this little guy. Oh, he's cute. That looks good. Pesto looks really good on saffron. We'll put that down there. I may need to add another layer to this because it was wet when I painted it the first time. So let's add some more pesto to make it more green. It's not easy being green. All right, perfect. Perfection. Just kidding. Nothing I do is perfect, but you know. All right, now we have this leaf up here that I love. And this is on orange. I have to do saffron. I'm such in a saffron mood. This mustardy yellow, I just love. And then we are going to get that up there. I wonder if we'll be able to do this or if I'm going to have to wash my transfer because it's been a while since we did it, but we'll try. We will try and put it on here, but it may have already dried. We're taking a big chance, but I'm a chance taker. Maybe it'll just be a little faint. We'll see. And if we don't like it, we'll wash it and do it again. Right? Right. Oh no, it's perfect. It is perfect. There we go. So now we have this transfer. We're gonna wash it again when we're done with a board eraser, and I could use it to make a towel or a t-shirt or a bag or a gift or just on a chalkboard. Let's put all of, we need to start playing that game again about how many squeegees is Michelle gonna use today. I do have some in the sink. I'm not caught up on the cleaning, and I won't be either after this because I will have to make dinner, which I'm not sure what that's gonna be yet. All right, so we used bark, we used Napa, we used pesto, we used bright white, we used rust, and we used camel. And my new favorite, saffron. I know, I say they're all my favorite. But we have all these pieces. Let's just make sure they're dry. I know this one is not 100%. And then we're gonna put this all together. Where's my designers at? Would you guys have, when I say designers, I mean anybody that makes a design. Would you have done the Happy Thanksgiving background in a different color? Now I'm looking at it, I was like, oh, I should have done them in saffron to make them pop against the background. All right, but we have all of these pieces. I'm gonna keep my transfer here so I remember where they go. But the first thing I like to do is I'm gonna put my border on. This way I know where everything's going to fit because we have these pudgies, and you have two different sides of this to make sure we use the side that we like. Because it does cut off some of your surface area. But we're going to go ahead and get our glue gun. And I'm going to go ahead and, there we go. Had a little clog in there. Glue down my borders. I'll put this on the top. Now, if you don't like a fall pattern around it like this, you're crazy, but if you don't, you can just get this cut in the same wood and paint it yourself. Like maybe you want your whole border to be saffron instead of this, but this is really pretty. It's just one of the options. I'll do this one here. I feel like my hands are a little shaky, and I don't know if it's because I didn't have lunch or what's going on. I had breakfast. And then we'll kind of get this where we want it. I always like to show that little notch instead of cutting out a whole piece. That's, you know what I mean? Like instead of cutting a rectangle, I like having the notches in between. But I know there's some people that don't like that. They just want a square or rectangle. But I like those. I like seeing that line there. All right. So I have some glue. I over glued, but this glue, once it's cold, I can just peel it off. So there is our background. I love the way that looks. Now, if you wanted it, I don't think I would have done the words in a different color background. Maybe put something under them to make them more 3D. Ah. Okay, then we have this. And before I glue down my Happy Thanksgiving, I am going to play around with where these are going to go. Because like I said, it is going to be a tight fit because these pudgies are bigger because those are so close together. But I have played with this several times, and I do know that it does all fit. You go there. You went there. You went like there. You went there. But we're going to play with it. And then, are you that one? You went there. You went there. And you went there. I love it. And then you are there. You are there. These colors, you could put a few on the frame. That is such a good idea. I just love this frame too much. This is why I love when you guys design and you post your pictures like Teresa does, because I love to see what you guys are making. I think Teresa's after that October share prize herself. That's what I think. And then we'll kind of play with it like that. Look at all of these colors. Hold on, let's, before we glue it down, I'm just gonna show you guys. Hold on. Here. So you guys can see. Can you guys see this better now? Look at that. Look at all that color. What do you think? Is there anything you would change about this layout? Speak now before I glue it down. But yeah, if you wanted to put like a leaf on the corner, you can. But I love all of these colors. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some gluing. But this gives us a general idea of where things are going to go. We'll go right there. This is just some Surebond. Oh. Go right there. I love this too, Christy. Isn't it cute? And like I said, these pudgies are so unnecessary, but definitely takes it to another level, right? And that's why Club Couture now offers a digital file. So if you're into scrapbooking or card making or anything like that, you can cut this out of cardstock or our chalk suede paper and make different things using paper. You can use paper and our Club Couture magnets and make a magnetic design. I have little strings of Surebond everywhere. That one like that. I think I might rotate this one that way, which is not the way the picture is, but I kind of like it that way better. Yeah, I kind of like it that way better. This is why you have full creative authority when you make it yourself, right? Kind of like when you make your kid and people try to tell you what to do with that kid and you're like, I made it. He's going to do what I tell him to. There. I really love this. My hands really are shaky today. It's funny because my husband's hands shake and I criticize him for it. And here my hands are and they're doing a little shaky. I probably just need to eat. Or maybe, no, I didn't take my vitamins today. Sometimes when I take my multivitamin, I get a little whoopee. If you ever get a strip of glue in your work, you could just use your dry tool, and the heat of your dry tool will take that away. Just another little tip for your Tip Monday. Even if you had a larger surface, like say you were using a 9x12, you could ask for more pudgies and more leaves and just keep decorating all around to fill up your surface. I have a huge stack of transfers here that I was going to put in the Halloween sale, but ran out of time of posting pictures. Anybody else always overestimate the time you're going to have to do things and make like grandiose ideas and flake out? That's me. Okay. Oh, I love this. You guys see that? How cute is that? Now let me show you the little easel that comes with it. I am going to cut it with the same material because this material is double-sided. But you have this front of your easel. This little piece fits right in here. This piece goes on the back. You don't have to glue it together. So it sits just like this. Okay? Then let me guys show you. Ooh. Is it gonna let me? Maybe I have to zoom back out. There we go. So we have this. Isn't this adorable? I think this turned out amazing. And then here's the little easel we put together. And it sits right on top. So actually, maybe I'll just keep it plain. You don't see it. You see the little tiny lip at the bottom. But not really. See that? Isn't that cute? Ah. All right, so this is the next set of pudgies that are available. You just have to let me know if you would like a set. You do have to get the transfer, and I would say go ahead and get it from Club Couture. If you are ordering, is it still today? I know they were doing free shipping on orders, but your order had to be a certain price. Or if you're like me and you're waiting for the color of the month for November, you may want to wait till November the 1st and add it to your order so that you could get the newest color of the month. I'll take a picture of it on the little easel, okay? But this is our Happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to go and wash my transfer, and we'll be using this transfer for a few more projects this week. I love it too, Teresa. It's so stinking cute. I might leave my easel just plain so that no matter what I put on it, it's not matchy-matchy, because now it can kind of go with anything. This looks so good in person. All right, guys, let me go work on my pork chop dinner after I go wash all these brushes and these squeegees. Thank you so much.